In this video, we're going to focus on percentage, base, and rate problems. Like this one. What is 35% of 200? How can we find the answer to that question? Well, it turns out that there is a formula that we could use. And here it is. The percentage is equal to the base times the rate. Now you need to know what is the percentage, what is the base, and what is the rate in this problem. So the base is the number that is associated with the word of. The rate is the decimal form of the percentage, and the percentage is the number that is associated with the word is. So looking at this problem, what's P, what's B, and what's R? So we can see that 200 is associated with the word of. So 200 is the base. 35%, that's going to be the rate because there's a percentage in front of it. And what we're looking for, we're looking for the percentage in this problem. So what is 35% of 200? So now let's use this formula to get the answer. So we want to calculate P in this problem. The base is 200 and the percentage is 35%. That's the rate. Let me not confuse that with P and R. R is 35%. So what is 35% as a decimal? 35% as a decimal is 0.35. So all we need to do is multiply 200 by 0.35 and you'll get 70. By the way, to convert a percentage into a decimal, simply move the decimal point 2 units to the left, or you could take 35 and divide it by 100. Both ways will give you 0.35. But for this problem, 70 is the answer. So 70 is 35% of 200. Now, for the sake of practice, let's go ahead and try another example. 40% is 30 of what number? Feel free to pause the video and try this example problem. So let's use the formula again. Percentage is equal to the base times the rate. So let's identify what we have. 40%, even though it has the percentage symbol in front of it, that is the rate. Now what about 30? Is 30, what does that tell us? The number that is associated with the word is the percentage. So that's P. And then of what number, that's what we're looking for. So in this problem, we're looking for the base, B. So that's what we need to calculate in the equation. Now let's plug in what we know. P is 30. We don't know the value of the base. And we know R, the rate, is 40%. So 40 divided by 100 is 0.40. So now we need to do a little math here. How can we calculate B, the base? In order to get B by itself on the right side of the equation, we need to divide both sides by 0.40. 0.40 divided by itself is 1, so those two numbers will cancel. On the left, we have 30 divided by 0.40, and that will give us 75. And so that is the base, that is the answer that we're looking for. So we can say that 40% is 30 of 75. So that's how we can complete the sentence. Now let's move on to our next example. 45 is what percent of 70? Go ahead and work on that example. So let's use the same formula. P is equal to B times R. So what's P, what's B, and what's R in this problem? So P is associated with the word is. 45 is, so 45 is going to be P. Of is associated with the base. So 70 is the base. the percentage in this formula is associated with R, the rate. So in this example, we want to calculate the value of R. So P is 45, B is 70, and now we need to get R by itself. To do that, let's divide both sides by 70. So R is going to be 45 divided by 70, and we're going to get a decimal. So you should get 0.6428571. And we're going to round it. We're going to say this is approximately 0.643. Now that's as a decimal. We need to convert that into a percentage. To do that, you can multiply 0.643 by 100 or move the decimal 2 units to the right. So R is approximately 64.3%. So we could say that 45 is approximately 64.3% of 70. So that is our answer. So that's it for this video. So now you know how to solve these percentage-based rate problems.